All right, all right, all right. Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? James Eng here, co-founder of Wellness 360. I've been in the wellness space for the last 15 years, and today I'm going to share with you one of the highest and most asked about topics that there are. There's a product that launched a little while ago called Sugar Stop. That when it launched, there was such a big buzz that it sold out within weeks and it's been gone for months. What the good news here is today is that it is going to be live. So I'm going to talk about what this is, why it's so important, and why you and those around you should consider something like this. So I hope you're excited about this. So share this with someone, tag this with somebody and everything, and we're going to have a good time today. But let me start with this question. If I were to ask you this question, what would your answer be? What do you believe is the biggest epidemic in the world? What is it? Was it the whole bug that went around the last couple of years? Is it maybe the flu? Is it cancer? Is it heart issues? Well, I would submit to you that the biggest health epidemic that we have right now is actually a white powdery substance. And it's not cocaine, even though it's as addictive as cocaine, but it is sugar. Did you know, for example, here's some crazy stats. Did you know that the average American, and I'm sure this is around the world as well too, but the average American consumes 2 to 3 times more sugar than we are supposed to every single day. In fact, the number is this, put in the chats below, 77 grams a day. A can of Coke is almost 40, so imagine 2 cans of those a day. What is this led into? Well, we all know the stat that a third of Americans are overweight, a third are obese, 2/3 are overweight, 1/3 of Americans are pre-diabetic, many are diabetic. In fact, diabetes is a very big issue. It's rising, crazy. Not only is diabetes a big issue, but they're actually calling type 3 diabetes, they're calling Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes now. High blood sugar, rampant blood sugar is also the cause of a lot of heart issues. And if we do not know how to manage this and the hormonal imbalance that there's an insulin resistance issue that's going on, then that is leading to so many different issues, which is why the world is getting unhealthier. So how do we actually solve these things? How do we start to move the needle around? Well, it starts with a little bit of awareness. Just to share a little bit of my background story, I wasn't always into wellness. In fact, I thought that I was just somebody that grew up sick. I'll embarrass myself a little bit. I grew up a chubby kid, and weight isn't everything, and appearance isn't everything. But I was sick. I did not feel good. I thought I was just born overweight. And I started to understand that what you put into your body has a very big issue on how your body works. What I didn't know was that was probably the formation of starting to have some hormonal imbalances. What I didn't know is that there's so much sugar laced in many of the foods that we think are healthy. Was it just me? Maybe I'm the only one. I'm gonna like embarrass myself. You know, I used to think that ketchup was a vegetable. Little did I know ketchup, 50% of ketchup is sugar. You go to the school system now, you go get a lunch, it's laced with sugar. You go shop around in a grocery store, and unless you're shopping on the outsides, everything is laced with processed junk and sugar and everything. It's harder to eat healthier these days, and sometimes it's even more expensive as well too. Well, what changed my life is I got introduced to some ideas, and I got introduced to a program that transformed the way that I looked at hormones and I looked at everything. Some of you might know, and you might have even used what we call the body balancing drops, known as a skinny drop. In fact, if you have, drop it in the chat below. What are some of your results that you've had on these skinny drops? I ended up trying this, and with no exercise, I lost 25 pounds in 40 days with no exercise. And it wasn't just the weight loss, it was my appetite was better. My cravings were better. My body started to change. I started to realize that one of the biggest issues on why we are not healthy is because of the things that happen to our body jack up our hormones. And specifically, there's one hormone that I do want to highlight today, and that is insulin. Insulin. You've probably heard of insulin before. Insulin resistance. That's what leads into type 2 diabetes. And what happens is when we have too much sugar in our body, sugar is what triggers insulin to be released in the body. So insulin is a storage hormone. So if it senses sugar in the system, it's like, all right, here's the insulin, and it grabs it. What happens is if we continue to put sugar into our system too much, then the body can't keep up with the amount of insulin. In fact, our body becomes resistant to the effects of insulin. And what happens is you start getting elevated blood sugars over the course of time. You do not want that. So what's cool about the drops, by the way, there's ingredients in there that directly support insulin balance. If you want more information about that, talk to the person that connected you to this video. Today, I'm not going to talk about that specifically, but we've transformed lives all throughout these last 13 years. We've helped thousands of people around the world balance their bodies, lose weight, feel better, and all these different types of things. But let's talk specifically now about this product called Sugar Stop. Why are we so excited about this? Is because this is directly addressing a very, very big issue directly. What if there were a way that you could block sugar absorption by 40%, 40? What if there were a way that you can naturally boost up what's called GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1? This is what the craze is talking about. If you've heard of semaglutides like Ozempic, Wegovy, things like that. What if there were a way you don't have to buy a drug that could lead into a lot of nasty side effects, by the way? Nothing bad about, not like dinging on anyone using it. But who here would believe too that it's wiser to use something more natural before you use something synthetic, right? So let me share with you a quick video. And by the way, this product for now is available in just United States and Canada. So all of our other countries, hold up, wait up, like there will be some time, but check this out on what this is all about and see if you can see this, all right? Let me know if you can hear this okay.
The average American consumes more than 100 pounds of sugars each year. Even when you try your best to eat a clean diet, carbs and sugars can sneak in from unexpected sources. Now you have a solution. Introducing Sugar Stop Sugar and Carb Blocker, a new product from CoLab, featuring 4 nature-first ingredients. Sugar Stop is shown in clinical studies to help block up to 40% of sugars from starch-based foods and up to 20% of sugars from sucrose, commonly called table sugar. It supports a healthy weight and keeps you feeling full and satisfied. Sugar Stop starts working as soon as you start eating. First, your body breaks down carbs into sugar or glucose. From there, Sugar Stop helps inhibit amylase and sucrase enzyme activity to help block the breakdown of carbs and stop excess sugar absorption. Then, Sugar Stop helps carbs and starches pass through your body undigested, helping to support a healthy blood sugar metabolism. In life, carbs are inevitable, but now you have Sugar Stop.
By the way, and this is a no judgment at all, what is your favorite carb? If you had a carb, what is your favorite carb? I would say mine is I'm a chocoholic, so that's for me. But anywho, it's incredible what is in this product. So why is this important? Let me talk about a couple of things in the Sugar Stop product and why it's so effective, okay? You might have heard or you saw in that video that it stops the breakdown of certain starches and table sugar so it's not absorbed in the body. While in Sugar Stop, there's a couple of ingredients that do that. Namely, number one, there is an ingredient called white kidney bean. You can find this in the supermarket, right? White kidney bean has a specific ingredient in it that actually inhibits what is called amylase. So if you imagine, as you eat starches, you think about your bread, you think about your pasta, you think about your potatoes, the great potato, all right? It has to go through a conversion process for your body to actually digest it. So what happens when you take in these starches is normally there is an enzyme called amylase. Imagine a starch is like a train with multiple carts to it. And as it comes into the body, this amylase goes in between the train and it snips it apart and it breaks it down into smaller particles so your body can absorb it, okay? So what the white kidney bean does is the ingredient in there directly prevents that amylase, directly prevents that enzyme from cutting that train into little snippets. So it keeps the starch intact. And what it does is instead of getting digested in the body, get this, it actually comes out and it actually goes into just out of your body. It passes through the entire system. How cool is that? So you actually block 40% of the starch from being digested. There's also with sucrase, that's your table sugar. So if you're eating your chocolates over the holidays, if you're eating your whatever it is that's over the holidays, there's an enzyme called sucrase. That's the same thing that snips this other table sugar element. There is an ingredient called L-arabinose that is also in here. It's an enzyme that directly inhibits or blocks that sucrase from actually doing its job as well too. What does that mean? You take a scoop of this, you drink it with water before a meal, and you're able to start preventing sugar from going into your system. If that is pretty cool, put a 1 in the comments below, all right? So it works really simply. Now, it doesn't just do that. It also helps you, maybe you've heard of this thing called GLP-1. If you've heard of that, put a me in the comments below. GLP-1 is very much so a trend word right now because there's things like semaglutides, shots, injectables that help you to give you a synthetic version of glucagon-like peptide 1. Why are people so excited about GLP-1 is because that is actually what stimulates more insulin production. So a lot of people that are insulin sensitive or resistant, sorry, they want GLP-1 because it starts to boost up your insulin effects. Now that sounds great, but if you use it from a synthetic source, just like with anything that's synthetic, any type of medicine, there typically can be some side effects. Namely, we've noticed there are some people that say that their digestion really slows down a lot, where it impacts their actual gut health. There's other issues of muscles getting really fatigued. So there's things that can happen when you use a medicine. There's also other products out there that say that they can help support GLP-1. But you know what's great is there's another super simple ingredient that can help produce GLP-1. You know what that is? Fiber, right? And there's also fiber that's in the sugar stop as well too. So you naturally are producing GLP-1, meaning you're supporting insulin levels, meaning you're supporting your appetite, the cravings are going to go down, weight loss, fat loss, all that type of stuff is going to go down, all right? So all of this is in this sugar stop, this little canister. You just take 1 scoop of it. It's really simple to use. You mix it with 10 ounces of water. I got mine right here. This is like really, really hot stuff right now because no one has it yet, but you're about to be able to. So it just looks like this. It's actually a nice mango flavor. So it tastes really good. You just mix it up. Cold water tastes best. Put it in your shaker bottle. And it's like this cool orange. It kind of looks like a carrot flavor. You drink it before your biggest meal. And that's delicious. All right. That's all it is. So sugar stop comes to save a day. How would I use it? If you're using our body balancing drops, I would use the sugar stop in conjunction with that and just take it as a part of your biggest meal. What does that do? I'm not telling you you can now go eat ice cream all day. I'm not telling you you can just go take all the dessert in the world, all right? Do the best to have the best lifestyle that there is, but it's inevitable that we're gonna have carbs and stuff in our diet. So use this as a good complement to help you move the needle forward towards a better body balance. If that makes sense, but makes sense in the comments below. All right. So the next question is probably, well, how do I get it? Where do I get it from and how do I get it? What I actually like about this product is I'm wondering, like, if you were to guess per canister of this, how much do you think this might cost? To be honest, knowing the impacts of it, when I looked at this, I'm like, this must be like, I don't know, $100 or something. You know what's great about this? And I'm going to share with you the retail pricing for a customer. This is for United States. There is a flash sale that's going on Friday, December 13th, starting at 10 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you're in the United States, put it in the chat what time zone that is, okay? You want to lock this in. You want to make sure you're first in line, ready to order. because there is limited supplies of this deal. Okay, so get ready. Buy your computer, buy your phone to grab this, because the last time this went live, it sold out and was gone for months. Now, I was assured that they have a lot of inventory for this. They are ready. But at the same time, this deal may not last that long. Okay. So Friday, 10 a.m. Mountain, 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, you have an opportunity to capture this flash sale. This is customer pricing. Your partner, you can get 30% off. But get this, if you buy 5 of these canisters, each of these canisters is 2 weeks supply. Okay. If you buy 5 of these, you get 1 for free. How about you? But free is the best price in the world. All right. You get 5 of these, you get 1 for free. That's enough for a 3-month supply, for example. It's enough for you to hold you over into the new year. It's only $300 for 6 canisters, guys. You're saving $60 on this, and it's a really, really, really good deal. Buy some for yourself, buy some, share it with your friends, with your family, whatever that it is. Okay. So we have that. If you're interested in grabbing this, by the way, put a yes in the comments below and be sure to grab that. And if you don't yet have an account with us, the person that connected you with this will help you grab this. So reach out to them right after this as well too. If you're one of our Canadian friends, there's also another deal that's going on the same time. It's starting up December 13th tomorrow, if I'm doing this live. For Canadians, if you buy 2, you get 1 at 50% off. If you buy 2, you get 1 at 50% off. Okay. And remember, right now, this is only United States and Canada. So US, 1-day flash sale. It's full 14 hours if you want to get that deal. Be sure to grab it on that day. Canada, this is a longer period of time, but same thing, I would be the first in line to grab that for sure. All right. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, next step, go back to the person that connected with this, slam their door down, be like, how do I grab a hold of this before supplies run out? We don't have much time to do this. So share this video with everyone, tag everyone onto this, be sure to do that. But before I leave you, can I share with you one more cool thing? All right. Who here has some New Year's goals and you would like to be able to launch the year strong, be the healthiest possible, and have some fun, maybe even win some prizes with that? Well, also, I want to share this with you is we have a big call coming on. I want to invite everyone here to it. December 18th, that's next Wednesday, at 7 p.m. Mountain, that's 6 p.m. Pacific, and 9 p.m. Eastern. There will be the first official Body Balance Challenge of 2025 launch call. We're going to talk about the prizes. We're going to talk about the cool things going on. We're going to, as a big community, get everyone healthier and more vibrant than ever before and have a lot of fun, have giveaways, and make sure that you and everyone around you has the accountability, the education, the inspiration to be able to get to where they need to get to. Guys, I've been doing these challenges for 13 years. We've seen the most amazing transformations through them. In just 1 month, a lot can happen. I will be very honest with you. I've been on multiple calls now, seeing what's involved in this challenge. The way that we're doing this challenge, I believe, is going to be the most fun, the most impactful, have the most transformations. And there's a way where everyone can win. All right. This isn't only just one winner, a couple, but everyone can win. And it's a really cool prize. You're going to want to hear this. You're going to want to bring everyone onto this. Here's my tip. Make it. Be sure to register. There's a link that's in all the captions. So be sure to register for that Zoom. My recommendation is get a fit crew together. Get a health crew together. Be like, hey, guys, you want to do this together? Get them onto this call. It's way more fun with a crew of people. So December 18th, you're going to hear the details first and be able to register and get a part of this. And we're going to launch this into the new year. And we're going to be the healthiest and the fittest possible. All right, everyone, it will be recorded for that call. So other than that, everyone, I hope this was encouraging. Sugar Stop at the time that I'm doing this will be live tomorrow. So be sure to be first in line. Be sure to grab it. And you're going to make sure that we're going to be the healthiest community on the planet as we go into this New Year's. So other than that, cheers to you and your health. Get back to the person that connected you with this. Other than that, God bless and hope to talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.